Spending a lot of time right here.
We'll be here for a while. Well, we ran out of days, unfortunately. There's just too much going on. That's all right. She's always with me. She's always with me.
Yeah, I think we just
I'll take that in. You probably don't even need it. And the ones I hang out with. Thank you. As Noreen is finishing, I would like to mention that she was a past board library chair for a number of years. So this is a very special event for her today as well.
Noreen, would you like me to read the land acknowledgement? We'll read the land acknowledgement that is used by the North Hastings Public Library. We acknowledge that we are gathered on the traditional territory of Indigenous peoples who have been stewards of the land since time immemorial, and as such we treat the land, its plants, animals, stories and people with honour and respect. Thank you. Well, my name's Dave Giles. The only reason I'm standing here in the rain is because I've been asked just to lead the proceedings today, as much as you'll let me. And I'm here really because I'm wearing two hats. I'm a member of the Board of Trustees for the library, and I happen to be on the capital campaign committee as well. So we're going to keep this as brief as we can given the circumstances. We're very, very thrilled that you're all here for this very important event, and I know that some of you have travelled some distance to be here with us today, and we're especially grateful for you taking time out of your very busy schedules to be here. It means a lot to everyone here. So I'm going to begin by asking the Mayor of Bancroft, Mr. Paul Jenkins, if he'd come forward, and I'll just point out that we are recording and the microphone you can see is here, so Paul, I'll hand it over to you at this point.
That was a little umbrella training there because I couldn't leave the warden with nothing, so I already gave him one, but I see our MPP has absconded that, so I'll try to get through this. So again, welcome everybody. Before I get into what I wanted to say, I'd just like to acknowledge, and in no particular order, some special guests that we have here today. I'll start over here. Our illustrious new MPP, Rick Brzee. I see Andy Spry over here, our development partner. Cheryl, our campaign, our fundraising chair. I wanted to thank, beside her, we have Malcolm Hunt. Malcolm, we Well, Malcolm is an outside source for us. We still consider him a staff member. He's sort of entrenched within the municipality. Of course, we have Warden Phillips representing Hastings County here. Councillor Wayne Wiggins representing the town of Bancroft. Greg Maxwell representing MP Shelby Cramp. I'm assuming Billy Green, you're representing Faraday here today, and Ingo, and of course our illustrious librarian, which brings me to a real thank you I want to give, and that is to the library staff. You know, you've been operating in what, to be polite, probably not the best facility for many years. You know, that's an understatement, right? And one day we'll have a fantastic one here for you. Well, I also want to thank all of the town staff. They've also put in a lot of effort and work to this here, and all of the committees, the fundraising committee, the board, and the build committee, etc. A little bit of background on this project. This is a lot more than a library, as everybody knows. This is, as it says, a community hub project. The foundation of this project is the library, and there's 3 floors of very badly needed housing that are going to be above that. The exact form of that hasn't been 100% determined, but it'll be some form of affordable housing, which has really gained great need over the last little while. This project is part of a much bigger project of our downtown revitalization. We've prepared a strategic economic development plan that was developed with the help of Malcolm Hunt, called Making Our Future. This is one piece. We can all see the construction that's going on out there. We have this project here. We have what we're going to do on the waterfront. It's all part of revitalizing the whole downtown of Bancroft. So thank you everybody for your input on that. I always get asked about the project status. Yes, we don't see a building here yet, but I'll assure everybody there is a lot of work that's been going on, detailed design. There's a lot of work going on that street out there to accommodate this particular project right here. Everything from the entrance to the promenade, and most particularly the ability to handle the storm drainage that's going to come from this project. So part of it we've accomplished in stage 1, and then we're still doing engineering work on how we're going to handle the rest going into to stage 2. So at this time, I'm going to call up our first guest to speak. And this is not in any particular, this one is in a particular order. I'd like to first acknowledge Warden Phillips here today. Rick, I can't really remember. I've lost count of the number of years that you served on county council as warden. I know it's many. My fingers don't go that high.
8.5 years.
8.5 years. In that time, it's a tireless job. He is everywhere. He does everything. He is a real advocate for all of the services that the county provides, both in the south, in the north, and in between. So I've often told him, I said, I could never do his job with the amount of effort and time and work that he puts in. So, but we have something a little special for you here today, Rick, in addition for you to say a few words about the project. So I'm going to ask you to come up.
You hold my umbrella.
Got an umbrella for you. I'm going to have to do this under here. All of your service to everybody in the county. We would like, and particularly up here in the north, on behalf of the town of Bancroft, we'd like to present you with this picture which is of one of our most iconic places in town. This is not the front face of the Eagle's Nest, this is up top of the Eagle's Nest. It is area known as Breath Hour Lake, and this was done by a local artist. And you get to hold it for a second, and we'll take you back to the 60s. So we appreciate all the hard work that you have done, and we want to give you a little momentum to remember our area well.
Awesome, thank you.
So we'll let you speak. Artist, you speak.
I don't think I've not melded over all the 70 years I've been around. I'm very happy to be here this morning with Rick and Carl and Paul and everyone that's here. The old guy over there that's been around a lot longer than I have. This is just another example of people working together with library on the main floor and housing up above, and the thought that's went into this, and the contributions from the Ontario government and the federal government and the town of Bancroft and surrounding area. It's just amazing what you can do if you all put your heads together. Housing is been a challenge since I've been on county council, and way before that, and will be a challenge for many years to come. But if we all work together, then eventually we'll get everybody under a roof. So on behalf of county council, thank you very much, and thank you, Paul, for everything that you've done on county council, and Carl and the rest over the years. I'm just humbled to be able to have served as long as I have. So, thank you very much. And thank you very much for the...
Yeah, you'll get it back. No, you can't take it home now.
Well, thank you. I'm going to introduce next Mr. Greg Maxwell. Greg is here representing our MP, Shirley Cramp, who unfortunately was not able to be here today. But Greg, if you would like to say just a couple of words, that would be appreciated.
I'm going to follow him over. So I don't get to get out and do this too often, but I'm going to use my notes today because I don't get to do a lot of public speaking. But anyways, good morning. My name is Greg Maxwell, and I am pleased to be here on behalf of Shelby Cramp Newman for the federal member of Parliament for our riding. Shelby had planned on attending, but unfortunately is unable to be here in person with us today, but is definitely here in spirit. She definitely needs a twin. The North Hastings Inspiration Place Library Community Hub promises to provide a benefit to the entire community, working together with all levels of government and our private sector in the collaborative effort necessary to bring projects of this magnitude to fruition. Congratulations to everyone involved to make this happen, and hopefully Shelby will be here in person for the grand opening. Thank you on behalf of Shelby.
Thank you very much indeed, Greg. I'd like to introduce next to you Mr. Rick Brissy. Brissy, right? Brissy, I'm so sorry. Rick is our MPP, and we'd like you to say a few words if you would like to do that.
Absolutely, thank you.
Oh, you've got too many umbrellas.
Too many umbrellas here. How's that? Right. I'm really pleased to be here today. Thank you so much for inviting me up and letting me take part in this. I talk a lot about the two pieces that I talk a lot about are community and cooperation. And this is a great example of both. We've got the cooperation of all the levels of government involved, and it was required to have the cooperation of all the levels to make this happen. And as Greg made comment, I'm really looking forward to the moment where we can actually come back and open the doors on this facility. That'll be a wonderful moment. But again, it's about community. This is a unique solution for this community, supported by the entire community. And that's how we have to address all of the problems that are facing us today. Unique solutions within the community, by the community. So again, a great example of a project very well done. So congratulations to all that were involved in making it happen. And again, on behalf of the province, thank you for having me here, and congratulations. Who do I give this back to?
Thank you very much, Rick. Thank you.
Okay, I'll get the money later.
Apparently those are rentals.
How do you think we're paying for this?
The next guest I'd like to introduce to you is Carl Stefanski, who's Mayor of Township of Limerick. Carl, thank you for being here.
I'll hold this above you. Okay, good. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Rick, I was going to do a painting for you, but my canvas ran out of numbers. Good morning. It is my pleasure to attend this ceremony today. It is remarkable all the effort and the countless hours and sweat equity that the committee has put into bringing this project to fruition. From a cramped, old, and sometimes overcrowded building to a futuristic facility with state-of-the-art equipment is nothing less than amazing. This will be a place of learning, relaxation, solitude, and safety, able to conduct meetings and seminars not known in the past, and above all, inviting. Inspiration Place, as the name implies, is an inspiration for people to come to Bancroft, which leads itself to contributing to economic development in the area, a more noticeable destination on the map. The people of Limerick Township, the council, and particularly Councillor Weiss and myself are big supporters of the library, as proven in the past, and will continue that financial support moving forward. Thank you to the town of Bancroft, Mayor Jenkins, and the good people and businesses involved, and wish nothing but success for this institution. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Carl. I think it's important for those of you who are not aware to realise that the library is called the North Hastings Public Library because it serves the people of 3 municipalities, and those 3 municipalities in turn support the library. And the 3 townships, of course, are the town of Bancroft and the townships of Faraday and Limerick. This morning, Councillor Bill Green, who is standing over here with the blue and black umbrella, is here representing the township of Faraday. And Bill, thank you very much for your attendance. We'll look forward to you participating in the groundbreaking itself in just a few moments. And we're very grateful that you've taken time out of a busy weekend to be here with us. Thank you. To speak for the Faraday community, I'm going to call on Jane Graham. Jane is not only one of the 2 community representatives for Faraday on the library board, but she's also the vice chair of the board. So Jane, if you'd like to say a few words for the Faraday community.
Hi everybody. As well as David and Bill, I'm thrilled to be here to speak on behalf of Faraday Council, and all of Faraday's residents. This is an amazing opportunity for us as a community, and this landmark event just is the beginning of wonderful things to come. We're doing a lot of community capacity building, and it's a result of collaboration, partnership, and a lot of hard work. We are really blessed, and again, I want to send all best wishes to everybody who's involved in the project, and congratulations to us all. Let's give ourselves a big round of applause. Wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Jane. Well said. And I noticed, I advised Jane yesterday that she should perhaps wear her gumboots. I'd been down to the site yesterday afternoon, and she listens to what I say. That's amazing. Sometimes. Thank you very much. The people we've heard from today reflect the fact that this entire project is a massively combined effort. All levels of government have been involved, and we're so grateful for that. It's just made what seemed to be an impossible dream a reality, and we've had enormous support from the communities that we serve here at the library. So thank you for that, and again acknowledge that Andy Spry is here today, our developer. It's a joint effort in that other sense as well. It's not just a library, it's not just a community hub, there's housing. We have an amazing developer working with the town, and we're very grateful on the library for your involvement, Andy. Thank you. And now we come to someone that everybody knows, but I'm going to introduce anyway, and that's our CEO and head librarian, Kim McMahon. And I can tell you that this, despite the weather, is a huge day for Kim. This has been so long in the making, and I don't mean just the last 2 or 3 years, I mean decades. Sorry, Kim. No, this has been a long-standing project that she's worked so hard for us. So without further ado, Kim, please come and join us up here.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I never ever stand alone. Working here, it is a North Hastings project, and I'm working with a lot of people, a lot of fabulous people, as you can see today. Volunteers, people that are dedicated to this project. Very excited to be working with everyone. Brian, I'm going to ask you to join me today. Brian is our chair for the library board. We have a couple of things. Being the weather isn't fabulous, we're going to make it really fast and fun. I want to mention first, October. It is Canadian Public Library Month. It is also the first week in October is First Nations Public Library Week. The third week in October is Ontario Public Library Week. Very, very big month for libraries. And we're very excited to be part of that process and breaking ground for a new library today. A couple of other things happened in October. 21 years ago, I was hired to work in the little library over here. That was in March, and my first hire was in October of 2001. Last year she'd have had 20 years in, and we had a bit of a setback. We didn't get to celebrate our 120th year of the library being in Bancroft. We did not get to celebrate the staff that serve us so well. Today we're surprising one of our dedicated staff. Get over here, Shirley. Congratulations to Shirley McRandall, who is not our longest term employee, but dedication beyond. Very, very happy to have worked many, many years with this lady. If you know my staff at all, they're an amazing bunch, and hopefully they all get as much use out of the new building as they've had out of the old. Thank you. More later. The reason we chose today specifically is that we have a pending municipal election, and some of the bodies that are now standing with this will not be continuing in their municipal roles. Some have elected not to carry on their careers. The election may change some of those other seats as well. I wanted to make sure that we were able to get as many people that we could with our shovels in our pictures and give them the thanks for the amount of work. This has been in the works. 2018, we really started hard on this. So in the last 3-4 years, there's been a lot of hours put into this project, and I wanted those people to have that moment. So Ingo, I know you're not coming back for the next round. My thanks to you. Mayor, you have been working non-stop for this project. My personal thanks. Thanks from the community. We're going to make some really nice pictures in a few minutes, and I'm sure we could go all day, and it's miserable. So let's just say, really appreciate those that have put the hours behind this, and the volunteers. Just too many to catch everybody, but know that our heart is with it. And who am I missing here? Staff. I think I've got just about everything I was supposed to say. Oh, my library board. If I could just get you to step forward and wave. I'm not going to make it a big because it's too wet. But we have the mayor, there we are, our board chair and vice, David Giles. I'm missing, Councillor, Darlene Colton, who she also sits on the Wollaston Council. She couldn't be with us today, sent her regrets, and I think we've got everybody else. Many, many thanks, folks. Not going to drag this out any longer. It's wet. Appreciate you being here. Please, don't forget to join us for lunch afterwards if you can.
Thank you very much, Kim.
Thanks,
Thank
Kim.
you. Thank you for everything. Well, I've saved the best for last. Okay. Cheryl Easton. Cheryl is chair of the Capital Campaign. Cheryl is a realtor here in town. She does an enormous amount of work for the community in all sorts of ways. She puts in an enormous amount of time and effort and care for many activities in the community, and this is one of them. So Cheryl, please come forward. We're very pleased that you're with us, and we'd love to hear you say a few things.
Well, I'll have to think if I can put something together here, because I'm not really one for words. Sorry, that was just a joke. So, you know, I know we're all sitting here in the rain, and I was thinking while we were standing here that, you know, for anything to grow, you need a little bit of sunshine, and you need a little bit of rain. Yep. And this is a good sign, as far as I'm concerned, because it means that something amazing is going to grow out of this ground pretty quickly. And we're all here to be a part of that. This morning I was doing my typical social media and coffee, and I came across a quote that I thought was just perfect. And it says, "All good things start with a dream." I believe Kim had a dream a little while ago, 20 some years ago. And that dream becomes a vision. And that vision becomes a plan. And the plan becomes a reality. And we today are going to implement that reality. And how exciting to be part of it. For the first time in a very long time, Kim has given me a list of things I'm supposed to say. I'm not used to being told what to say, but that's great. I really needed her help on that. So we have so many people who are working with us in this project. And I was sharing earlier with Malcolm and the Old Boys Club over there in the corner that, leadership is working when people come together and they come from a varying array of experience, and they bring what they have and they bring it to the table, and they use that for the success of any particular project. And we have some amazing partners here. Number one is our media coverage. We've had some great media coverage so far, and we continue to have that. Our media is so important as far as getting the word out to the public in a day and age when maybe stories get around that aren't quite accurate. So we really appreciate accurate reporting. It means so much to us, and this is going to be a great catalyst for that. As far as leading a group, I just feel like I'm part of a group, and very thankful for it. I have an amazing cast of players that I work with weekly, daily, monthly, almost coming up on a yearly. Just over here to so not leaving out, we'll just go around the corner. So Dave Giles and his lovely wife assists him sometimes. Dave is the one who picks up whenever there's anything that needs done that doesn't necessarily have the title. He's the one who does it and steps up very quickly to do it. So we made him head of logistics. Logistics is anything you can imagine that doesn't have a specific title, and we thank him for being logistically accurate. Kim, she's obviously our CEO, and she brings to the table her vision and dream for the library, and we are doing our best to enact that. Mike and Trish Brooks. Wow. If you had an opportunity to go to the Ann weekend at the theater, Mike and Trish were paramount to that. Trish organizes all our volunteers for all our events, and Michael, he's just we all have brains, but he's a huge brain of the group.
Best business plan ever.
Yes, absolutely, and best newsletter coming out this fall. We're so thankful for that. Janice Sears, just over here, when we were looking for somebody to be our head of finance, as many of you know, Janice was worked in banking for many years. She retired, and I didn't believe her, and she went back to work for a few years, and then she really retired, and then I put her to work. So, and to the point where she's like, "Cheryl, stop giving my name to people." But she's the best of the best, and we're so thankful for that. And so, and we have one who isn't here, Lori Smith. She comes to us from Toronto. She's a cottager up here, and she brings an awful lot of HR and other I'm going to say business sense to the project, and we're so very, very thankful for her. Thus far, we have had an incredible response from the town and from our community. While maybe there are a few yet that still have to believe that this is going to happen, hopefully today's groundbreaking will solidify that. But in the meantime, in an effort of getting across our message that we are building a library, the community has really come together to support us both financially and in kind, and we are extremely grateful for that. And we look forward to continuing to work with the community. So it's something that's really important to us too, is that we have an opportunity to spend a little bit of time with you guys after today, and we're going to be having, some of us are we're inviting everybody to meet us at Vito's after we're all done our pictures and stuff. Just come and have some fellowship and some friendly time together. So thank you all for being here. Thank you for being part of this, because you're all here because you are part of it. And my goodness, it makes my job an awful lot easier. What a privilege to be able to be part of something this incredible for our incredible town. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Cheryl. So now, and maybe Kim, you could help here, it's time for shovels. That's what you all came for, right? The shovels and the pink helmet. No? All right, so Kim, can you perhaps help here to make sure we allocate the shovels?
We will get on the go.
All right.
Now, I saw a lot of people looking forward to the pink shovel. That's mine.
It is not mine.
Take that down.
No, I can do it.
Would you not mind?
That's all right.
I have it in there now.
Just thinking.
Yeah, we don't need the audio anymore.
Take it up.
Yeah, like, are you doing a thank you at the end, or?
Oh, just very, very brief.
Oh, so I don't think we need it.
Nothing that would need to be recorded.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm not going to cause any damage.
Yeah, no, it's fine.